So I have something a little bit different for you guys today. So you might remember my coach Andy from this video here. So he also ran the Christchurch Marathon this year. But what's really interesting and what's really cool about this is his good friend Oska Baynes, who owns the front runner in Colombo, who I've talked about before, he paced him through the first 30 kilometers. But what's really cool is we had Oska mic'd up the entire time, so you can hear everything that he's saying to Andy as he's taking him through the marathon. So last week we actually got them to break down the footage from the race and what was going on. And I think it's a really interesting perspective to get such interesting information from high-end athletes like these guys. I asked if they would be happy for me to share it here, as I know that this would be really interesting for a lot of you, and hopefully you will take something away from it. So I hope you enjoy it.
Yeah, hey guys, I'm Andy Good. I'm a Christchurch-based running coach and also a marathoner. A couple of weeks ago, I ran the Christchurch Marathon, ran a personal best, which was pretty cool. 2 hours, 21 minutes and a bit of change. And yeah, we've got the opportunity today to have a bit of a look at some footage, which is really unique because we were followed around there for 3/4 of the race. So yeah, getting a chance today to have a look at that and just reflect.
And I'm Oska. I own the front runner in the Colombo Mall. I was in charge of making the pace.
You did a good job.
The funny story is here, we had to jump the fence.
That's right.
Because they'd cut the elite era off before we got there. So we were climbing fences.
We were very late to the start.
Yeah. We were very late.
Too relaxed. Actually didn't even get a stride out in.
No, we didn't.
No.
What were you thinking?
At the start?
Have we ran that first 300?
To be honest, just didn't want to do anything silly like get a heel clipped or... So it was kind of just letting the half guys, you know, get that 200 metres of distance and then I sort of figured that we'd find our groove, yeah.
Shortest line. Yep.
It was a big pack at the start though.
Yeah, it was decent numbers. It's quite... Yeah, I felt like I had to keep everyone moving in the right direction.
Yeah.
A little bit. So we were running at least as close to the shortest line as we could.
Yeah.
Like...
Actually, now that I think about it, I do remember you kind of
sweeping left, give each other some space.
Forecasting, all of the turns,
You go, bro.
just in case people didn't know.
Yep.
What was really interesting is parking my racing brain and not taking the shortest line.
Yeah.
Trying to give it to you.
Yeah.
It was like...
Yeah.
Space, fellas, heaps of space.
Yeah, like now I've like letting you have the in and then trying to make sure that the guys who were struggling behind us weren't going to clip you.
They were actually really respectful.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like
Back.
there were a few tight corners where they kind of waved me
Next
through.
corner to the right.
Yeah.
Nice and relaxed around this corner, fellas. Give each other space. Heaps of space.
I did
Nice.
talk a lot.
Good corner, good corner, good corner. Sweeping left now.
It's like having Coach LeBron.
Nice and relaxed.
Well, that's
court.
it. It was but it was good. Like it just kind of, because it was chaotic out there. You can't really like feel the energy of it right now, but it was chaotic.
This bit was a mess.
Oh yeah.
This aid station around
Yeah, it was. It was
Was it
messy.
Eastern Terrace?
Yeah.
Like that third, second lap. Is that how are we going to get this man a drink?
I think
A little bit quick.
kudos to Maddie and Sin there. Yeah.
Easy here.
It was quite
Easy here.
difficult to control the pace in all the corners
Oh yeah.
because we were like,
Yeah,
I think in the beginning we'd kind of settled on 318s, eh?
Just relax.
It's quite painful even just watching this right now and
Yeah.
seeing how wide I have
Yeah.
to take. Like, we always struggle with GPS accuracy and, you know,
There it is.
you
That's
take it
beautiful.
for what it is, but
Here we go.
I ran a
Locked and
lot
loaded,
of
baby.
extra distance.
Yeah. Feels easy
And
now,
you can
but
kind of see how.
we'll save it.
Yeah.
Save it for later. Gravel here, fellas. Grass and gravel.
Dom did a good job, didn't he?
He did.
The bike
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Watch the leaves.
Yeah.
Watch the leaves. Nice. That's good. That's good.
This little section was probably one of my favourites on the course. It was just it was amazing how different the new seal felt underfoot.
We
curve,
did talk
go
about
curve.
that, like
Yeah,
all this curb hopping and
Yeah.
change of concrete to
Left
tar
hand
seal
turn
to
next.
chip,
yep.
like, and then the potholes around the tennis courts, which we'll see later. It does change your gait,
Oh yeah,
like you constantly, and then you add that with the corners, you are like constantly
Right.
changing
yeah.
Left and then right.
the gait.
Nice, boys.
I think here I'd kind
Roll.
of realised that the guys that were trying to follow us were suffering, and I was pissing me off. They were like, like they're blowing a bit, and you just like, all I want is just peace and quiet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Heaps of space. Give each other space.
That was kind of the key
Relax
worldview,
round.
really, wasn't it? To try and make peace
Yep.
in the chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And not
Nice,
cut this
boys.
corner.
Stay tight left.
It's quite mind-blowing to see
Yeah.
all of the micro decisions you're making as well. Like, you're constantly looking, like, whereas if you were racing, you'd just be, like, locked in a straight line.
It was a really interesting, interesting dynamic to be in the race but out of the race.
Yeah.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
We on. We on.
Oh dear. Oh dear. You do, yeah. You took
gel.
those gels well, eh? It was like boom.
Yeah, I've got the technique down.
Yeah. I was fumbling around with mine, trying to find the shortest line, have my gel.
Yep. Did you go pretty consistent with yours?
No, I was terrible. I was too worried about you by the
Yeah.
second lap.
I wondered that.
And the whole 33
Just
car
a bit.
took 2 gels and 1 drink.
So you would have definitely started
Just soak all
getting
this
into
in.
trouble.
In that last,
Yeah.
for 500, I was
Still
like,
that
I'm
one
now
more
burning
gig, yeah.
ATP.
Yeah.
That's it.
there is no glycogen.
Yeah.
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 It's hard not to want to go chasing those half boys. Yeah. Seal it back.
I think it's
We're
what's
fine, we're comfy.
important about this is
We're
for
comfy.
people running a marathon is we can talk.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
You know,
it's
like-
actually a really good coaching point. is
Yeah, just relax.
It's broken conversation, but it is conversation. Yeah.
No one's here.
It's not threshold.
There's 2 boys
It's
running down
close
the road.
to.
We probably got there by 25k, 28k. I think it's just the ability
Running down
to
the road
like
for a long time.
think coherently.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, bro. We're on your left, Corbin. We're on your left. Yeah.
So this must be, are these 10k runners that were coming through? Or are they
There's
are
some of
they
the half guys that went out of it quick.
Oh, they went out a bit quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe 10k, I don't know. I'm not sure. Different green bib, whatever the green bib was.
It's good here. It's good here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Simo's on your left. Yeah.
Oh,
Somebody's
this
there.
is our first drink station.
So this was a bit of an interesting
Nice work.
drink station. It
Nice
was,
work.
and especially in the later laps because the amount of
I'll
people
grab your
stacked
bottle
up
if you
were
can't.
just
If you can't get it, just
crazy.
keep running, I'll get it.
Yeah. This one actually went pretty well though.
I think so.
Yeah. This was just.
Matt and Sim did an
Oh,
job.
yeah. So that was just a bit of water. I think
nice.
I'd just
Great
had
work.
2 gels and that was
Great
just
work.
to dilute a wee bit.
Yeah.
So they're planning on getting you
I'm
the
good, man.
majority of the 8 stations.
Connor's got me next.
We made a decision early in the race to just use 2 because using the one in the middle, which I think was on Peterborough Street.
Shit, I enjoyed
Um,
that. That was like Kobe. Kobe, dude.
Oscar just giving himself some good self-encouragement here.
You ain't talking to me.
Fellas, lost your
Nah.
Keep
podcast.
it logged in. I
Eyes
had to
up, eyes up.
get some hype from somewhere.
But yeah, no, we found
Good boys.
like just logistically it was
all
really
day.
good to just work
All
from
day.
one end of the course to the other, and it worked out pretty much perfect. Yeah,
Especially because you were having the gels in the middle, eh?
yeah,
So-
So,
All done,
so you
okay?
weren't relying on the drink
Yeah.
for the carbs, and you could
yeah,
pick and choose what you wanted.
yeah.
32.59.
1 second out.
That's it. We're on. We're good. We're good. Just keep those shoulders down. It's going to be loud in here, so just take it in.
That was a good bit of advice, because every time you came through that finishing shoot,
We're under control.
it's crazy how it could just spike your heart rate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Especially the second lap. Like,
Yeah.
it's so cool to see what's going on behind us because I just obviously had no idea.
We're
Yeah.
not speeding up. We're just rolling.
don't speed up.
It's 2 boys in the park. It's 2 boys in the park.
So what's that, about 11k?
Yeah,
Yep.
must be. Yeah, that's probably gel 3.
Yep. The things on the road are annoying, aren't they? the speed bumps.
Yeah.
I mean, great for cows, or the pedestrians. But
Thank you, sir.
Honestly, they just bolted down and they could have probably taken one off.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, make a difference in it. Oh, what's that guy? What's he doing? What's the photographer doing in there? Like, get out of it, mate. No.
That's when he's right in the middle of the
Yeah. What's he doing?
He's trying to get a good photo.
Oh my god. He wants to be nonude. Just like.
Oh, look at that. That we're actually see. I feel like, I certainly don't want to throw shade on this event because it was just an amazing day, but we're actually in flight.
Yeah.
There were probably only 2 sections on the whole course that allowed for this.
Yeah. Try and relax.
And you've just told me to relax because we probably finally got some
Yes.
rhythm going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I could feel like you getting tense.
It was the
I could feel you like at points. I think we talked about like particularly the 22 to 28k or 27k. I could feel that tension, like your gait tighten up and like
you could probably hear it in the way I was hitting the ground.
Yeah.
You run enough with someone, you hear all of those little nuances.
And you were like, and here obviously we had the easterly
Yeah.
coming straight into us.
You're
And
right.
You're forward and now.
yeah, we were, and now we kind of still are. Like I tried to give Andy the front position about 200 from each drink station, just so if there's plenty of space for him.
Nice. We didn't miss anything. Like that was
him out of
really
the way.
tidy. Yeah.
We got someone for us. Yeah. Yeah.
There was no one coming. There was no help until George Paul turned up at the almost end of lap 3.
Oh, was it George
George Paul,
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it was funny.
Runners on your right.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's that. You told me to settle down here.
Because you sped up. You sped up. You got really. You were getting stressed
Yeah,
out.
sorry, man.
I was stressed. I was like, oh my god.
Just trying to get him out of the
And
way.
there are people in some strange positions,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. Speak.
Oh wow.
I do just remember thinking, why can't people go to abreast? Like at some point, I
For
get
sure.
it. Everyone's having their day, and it's not about us. But
Yeah.
there was a couple of points where I was like, oh man,
It's almost unfair.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm almost reliving the stress in my body.
I am looking forward to. Hopefully, we have some footage of it. I'm looking forward to seeing the section past the casino because I
Yeah.
did run into someone.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
I don't know if that was.
Do you want me to run in front in the park, or do you want to take the lead? Okay.
It's little things like that.
Dom's on the. I think he might have been putting in the call in for a bit of extra help. Oh yeah, that was
Just-
crazy.
yeah.
We're good. We're
man.
good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good.
We're fine. Am I telling you or me? Like, like, am I convincing you? Am I convincing you? Oh my goodness.
You're doing well, John. Yeah, you're doing well, bro.
There needs to be about 5 of you though.
Yeah.
Finally, some input from the grumpy
Line,
man.
you stay tight.
You can actually see people's
Yeah.
breaths in this section. So yeah, it's
I mean, oh,
yeah.
lucky. At
got
this
glass
point,
eye
I
on
was
the
trying to
grass.
figure out how we were going to get into the park because there was just this constant stream of people.
Yeah.
Fast line on the grass. Here
Yeah.
we go. Nice. Well done, fellas. Well done. Well done.
Do you know this section surprisingly worked quite well though because everyone just stayed single file
Yeah.
on the left.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
I mean, it was a pretty cool feeling
Yeah.
when you came around and it was,
Yeah. Definitely.
yeah, it was like,
Joe. Yeah. I got you.
how'd you go looking for it?
Nice, bro.
You got pretty slippery through there, didn't it?
Yeah.
I'll grab it. I'll grab it. Oh.
Nice.
On your left.
Whoops. Sorry, people. Sorry, people. I think too was this nearly halfway through.
Yeah.
Like we had
Left.
slightly slipped
On your left.
Pacing wise.
pacing wise,
Yeah.
and I was starting to feel
Responsible almost.
a little bit of
Yeah.
responsibility to either get you fired up
Yeah.
or like recognise that it wasn't going to happen. Like it was a real.
Be
Yeah.
the worst.
I honestly think I just had to. Well, at the end of the day, like the effort felt the same.
Yeah.
It just goes to show what
Peace in the chaos, big fella. Peace
all
in
of
the
the chaos. Yeah.
Chaos.
Yeah.
It was a bit like that.
Yeah.
I don't quite know how we got through the start-finish on this
Eyes
lap.
up, shoulders up.
But and,
Yeah.
and even on the last lap where you kind of saw me off,
Yes.
that was
Crazy.
really
Yeah.
hard. Yeah.
Right-hand side of the lane. Sorry? Right-hand side of the lane.
Fuck.
But, you know,
That's, I think Oska at this point's looked up and gone like, how am I going to do this? Wow. That was a wee sidestep shuffle.
yeah.
Interesting little observation is just on lap 2 I've obviously put the sunnies on, and I think it was just because I was
Yeah,
feeling
it's
stressed
been
out,
out 12, yeah.
and it was almost a bit of a hiding mechanism.
Yeah.
Like they weren't needed, but it was just like, oh, yeah.
We're still clipping off 318s. Nice and easy.
Yeah, so goal pace was 3:18.
3:18, 19ish, yeah.
We were kind of pretty good until we ran like a
About 20. It was actually, to be honest, we actually probably were off pace like earlier than I thought. I
22k, I think, from like.
Yeah, I only had average pace on my watch as feedback,
Smooth,
and
buddy.
it was probably unfortunately like a
Dolphins go flying.
byproduct of the buildings in the city, and my average pace actually said 3:19, so it was quite misleading and a good lesson for me for next time. Like
our day
I
today,
think I
buddy.
should have had some splits
It's our
on
day today.
because
Yeah,
I looked
'cause we
down
wanna
and it
be-
told me I was actually doing what I expected
We
to be
can
doing.
and we
but
will.
Yeah, I
We
was
do.
obviously a bit further back, so
Yeah.
yeah, you always learn.
Yeah,
We'll just get through this patch.
3k splits.
Okay, every time.
Excuse me. Yeah.
And we were pretty good. Like I was
You're
kind
okay.
of shooting
No,
for
you're good.
so Smithy.
Still hitting 318, so we're fine.
This is pretty cool.
We're
So
okay.
this is a
We're okay.
2:13 marathon runner
Just
just
a bit chaotic.
cruising next to us, giving me
We're nice
some
and calm.
kind words.
We'll keep flipping them off one at a time. Yep.
Jeez, he looks good still, doesn't
He
he?
does.
We're here and we're doing it. We can and we want to.
Yeah, we're here. We're doing it. We can. We want to. And that's about sums it up. But then it was
I mean, you can just see though, it's pretty cool. Everyone's got their own journey out there.
Yeah,
Like,
you can't discount.
there are some people out there who look like they are really hurting.
You're still moving well.
Yeah, I look a wee bit tense. I can see I've got my tense shoulders a wee bit there.
Yep.
Just take a body check. Yeah, just have a body check. Take a K. We'll just keep flipping them off. Big deep breath. We're nice and calm. We've got 15k to make some money. We're making money now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never felt that like you were starting to.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah. I honestly
That's it,
did feel
body check.
like
Nice
the rough
big deep
patch
breath.
came at about halfway through the race.
Yeah.
Like, it was quite early and
Oh, yep. Pretty straight through. Yep.
yeah.
Nice.
But at the same time,
Yo,
I'm
we
quite
did
happy
it,
with
yeah,
how we
three.
went through 20 to
We
30.
got there. That's good.
you can't discount
It's money
what
making
every
time, baby.
acceleration costs you. Like every corner acceleration, every change of surface acceleration, every passing someone acceleration, because that's not an energy source you want to be using
It's-
at 25k.
Yeah.
Like, you want to use that in the last 3 minutes, and
I
you
think
have to.
That's what honestly I feel was the ultimate cost of pace, right? I mean, look at this. It's just there's people on either. It's like running through a tunnel of people, but at any stage they can step in front of you, and once or twice
Yeah.
that did happen.
It's all right. We're under control.
So we've got the race referee with us now, which actually made me feel quite calm.
Oh, we're here now, buddy.
Yeah.
We're here now, baby.
I mean, look at we look like we were rolling pretty well there.
Yep. Oh, we were. We were still close.
I got you. Yeah. I got you.
pretty cool running past people, and
Yeah.
like they all knew mostly who you were. And
Yep, absolutely.
pretty
Actually, I think that's
Nice,
one thing
good.
the footage
950
probably
on the
doesn't
3K,
show
we're still
is
rolling, big
the
fella.
amount of support
Still rolling.
that was out there. It was just continuous, like almost every corner. Oh, this is good. Yeah.
Come on, bro. Yeah.
people are like, what is happening right now?
There was actually a moment where John, I don't know if you heard it, but he said to me, "Oh, you're fairly popular around here, Andy." It was at about this point.
Amazing.
I love that people, whilst they're running their race,
big
they've
boy.
got it in them to
You've got to
give
believe
you,
now, mate.
a bit of encouragement.
You want this? It's there, man.
We actually had a pretty good 3K in here. It was like a 950.
Okay.
And I was like, fuck, he's coming good.
That's
Like,
it, big boy.
so I was trying to just like,
I think
come
I-
on, man, come
Hey, here
on.
with me.
I think I probably should have had some caffeine earlier.
Bring it
Yeah.
on.
Because that's 25,
Come
eh?
on.
Yeah,
We
I
should
think,
do that afterwards. Yeah.
I think I probably should have had some caffeine
Nice.
earlier. Yeah.
You want to, you believe you can. You got the tools, man. Here we go.
Spectator-wise, that was my favourite part of the race. Like it felt quite big city vibe. That.
I've clearly switched from a bit of fat burning now to slightly heavier breath.
Can hear it.
Missing some glycogen.
Yeah, definitely.
I've had 2 gels in
Yeah.
2 hours,
Yeah.
1 hour, whatever it was.
Yeah.
An hour and a half. Just starting to...
But the cool thing is, at this point, you're not controlling a group.
Yeah.
Like this is what
Yeah.
ultimately I think we probably both wanted right
Yes.
from the get-go, right? Was just
Space and
to
pace.
flow.
Yeah, space and pace.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
This is what we train for, mate. This is why we're here. This is why we're here.
It was a really interesting decision to try and drag you, or just
Yeah.
let you
it's-
sit.
Yeah,
It
for
was,
sure.
It was like,
Yeah. But in my mind,
yeah.
nothing
That's
changed.
it.
At
Yeah, okay.
the whole time,
Yeah.
the effort was
Yeah.
it was almost exactly the same. Like I didn't feel like we were yo-yoing.
No, there was just that one, but
The corners made me feel yo-yoing,
Yeah.
but never like did I feel that you were speeding me up or slowing me down.
Nice.
So
There it is, mate.
yeah,
There it is.
that was actually probably the coolest thing about having a pacer. I've never really had that experience.
You want
Was
bottle
just
and gel?
trusting
Yeah.
you with it. Yeah.
Okay. Do you want me to grab one? I'll grab both, and I'll pull alongside.
Actually, that's a good point.
Yeah.
I was starting to get a few quad
Yeah.
twinges,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I just
Tell me
thought
when you're ready and we
that
take
wee bit
it.
of sodium might help.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good thought.
Yep.
I think like
Why
you
not?
obviously use that.
Straight left. Left.
At the end of the day, it's all of the. You should never have to move so much laterally
No.
in a marathon.
No.
There was just so much of that,
Yeah.
Okay, one at a time.
and I didn't train like that.
Yeah.
You know.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah.
You want the
Nice.
gels? You want the bottle? You want the gels? You want the bottle?
Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I've never had an experience like it.
So I
Yeah, it was
always,
awesome.
throughout the race, it's probably cool. Like I had 2 gels in my pocket basically the whole time, and every now and again, I just got like a full resupply,
We're
which
just
was
starting to
good.
drop a little bit of time.
I think I just
Where are
put
you
2
at?
more in my back pocket to get me through
We're just starting to drop a little bit of time.
the next lap.
Are you okay? Okay. Just work through the bad patch. Body check. We banked about 25 seconds. So, yeah. You just got to try and find some peace in the chaos. Yeah. We haven't dropped lots of time, so don't panic, but we're just dropping time. Yeah.
Pre-race, I had the. I really believed that I'd run the last lap fast. Like that was like just within me. I thought I'm going to actually pick
Nice,
this up.
Eddie, that's
and-
good, mate. Still 320s.
Yeah,
We're still here.
yeah. I'm gutted that I didn't
You're going to have to start fighting for it.
get a
We're here
chance
now.
to really execute that.
You got the tools, brother. You got the tools.
And so here I'm just trying to pull you to a 318.
Yeah.
Like I'm just putting the
Just so that I
we're
could
not
defend.
there yet. We're not there
and then,
like the
and then-
rubber
not there
band
yet.
on, and I'm thinking like,
Work
if I
the
can
bad
just
patch.
let him
Just
find
work
that.
the
I
bad
think
patch.
one thing you can do is you can kind of shock yourself back into
into the pace.
the pace.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I think I realised somewhere along here maybe it probably wasn't going to happen, but
yeah.
Yeah, Yeah.
It's crazy though because it didn't matter to me.
Yeah.
Like really, like for me, I was just stoked to be executing, and the 2 seconds per K different. It wasn't
You can
like
do
a
this, brother. We're
7
here.
to 10 second
It's
per
there
K
for
blow up.
taking.
It was just like
It's there for
this is
taking.
what it's costing, and it's still going
Here
well.
we go.
And like going into the last lap, it was kind of nice to just go like, oh, well, it's just you now.
Come on,
you
mate.
know?
Come on, mate. Hey, you got 10K, that's it. We've got 2 laps of the park. It's just 2 laps of the park.
North Hagley Park.
We're cruising. We're
We're
comfy.
not cruising. We're not cruising. I was starting to tie up a little bit. I'll be
buddy.
honest. I was like, I
Come on,
have not
buddy.
got enough fuel on board for this now.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I was running on pure adrenaline and like sheer joy of helping you. It was
Yeah.
like, there was no.
Use this.
Yeah.
There was no.
Use this. That's it. Yeah. Thanks, Gambo. Use this.
Oh
Use
yeah.
this.
So he helped to direct us through
Stay.
the lanes.
Stay.
Yeah.
Wait.
Oscar's parting the sea there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There was another point.
That's it, mate. Use this. Here we go. Take it in, big fella. We got 10K, mate. 10K. We got 10K.
Yeah.
Wow.
Suck it in. Here we go. We got 10K. Move over, move over. 10K. Here we go, big fella. 10K.
Here's a question for you. Like, I feel like I said more to you than
I believe
what
in you,
we're
mate.
hearing. Maybe it's because I'm away from the microphone, or maybe I just didn't say that.
You didn't say a lot.
Yeah.
You wouldn't give me a lot back.
Kept it pretty simple.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It was like, I want a gel,
Come on,
I
buddy.
don't want a gel. I want
Yeah.
a bottle,
Come
I
on.
don't want a bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. This was probably one of the greatest feelings I've ever felt.
It was awesome, bro.
It was so loud.
Yeah.
And just knowing it was about to be over. And a few people have said, I love your dive. I was like, that was not a dive. That was I will run no more. Yeah.
And he's back on his feet, and he looks,
Oh, man.
better
That's
than he
great.
feels.
I'm stoked we did it, man.
Yeah.
A mixture of pain, a mixture of delight, as he's congratulated by
The sunnies finally came off.
Okay, they've got the nails winning game. Good.
It was a bit rough actually getting the microphone straight in the face.
Really hard. Really hard? Yeah, super thankful for Oska. He gave me a really good toe for 3 laps and tried to keep it positive, and he just came great to help through the traffic, which was pretty crazy, especially in the second lap. The last lap was actually quite calm. I actually enjoyed it. Although the legs were cramping up everywhere, calves, hammies.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like I did an awesome job of managing cramp. Like I had wee twinges kind of almost on the whole lower chain. And there are a few times where I actually was like, I can push. And just by going like 1 second per K faster, it was like, dink.
You're like, nope.
Nah.
Nope.
Let's just do what we were doing. Yeah. Yeah, last lap was probably the most calm because there weren't so many people to run through. It just must have been the way that it worked out at that point in the race. Yeah, and people weren't moving as quick that I was passing either. So, yeah, I just kind of had to lean forward, get stuck in. And for me, I just broke it down into fueling. I was like, okay, you've got 2 more gels to take. And, you know, I'd get to that. That was just how I broke it down, you know. And once I took, I guess, my second to last gel, I was like, oh, wow, you're only going to take 1 more of these. And I can remember there was a really cool moment. It must have been in about 38K where Maddie, my coach, was there. And he held a couple of things out for me and I was like, nah, I'll see you at the line. And he just like gave me this big smile and a big yeah. And it was a pretty cool moment. So yeah, from there it was just like get through the park. And actually the last lap of the park, I feel like I slowed down considerably. And yeah, I think the course got the better of me there. Like that 2K from Carlton Corner up to sort of that last aid station, it was tough work, eh?
Yeah, we are going a little up,
Yeah,
kind of up to that Girls High Corner, Fenelton Corner.
yeah,
And it's narrow and there's like tripping hazards and mentally your
yeah,
brain has completely run out of any glycogen it had.
Yeah.
And decision making is like hard enough as it is, let alone
yeah,
the footing of trying to find footing, and
Yeah.
then you kind of know you've won the race.
Yeah, and to some extent that probably became the thing that I wanted to make sure I could lock in, right? Like I really wanted to win the race. That meant a lot to me. And yeah, I wasn't worried too much about pace. It was just like, as long as you're still running hard, you're doing enough. Yeah.
A marathon is just the least amount of
Die well.
regression possible.
Yeah.
Die well, that's 100%. You're not running fast. No.
Yeah. Nah, it was awesome. Like my best marathon to date in terms of, I think execution. I think, and that's massively, part of the team effort. Like, so massively appreciate what you did for me out there, bro.
No, I wouldn't do it for anyone else.
Yeah.
Put it that way.
I'd do it for you if I could, but I'm not that quick. I'll do it for 20k.
I don't know if I'll do it again. No, I loved it. I was proud of you.
Yeah.
It was a cool moment. I think, to be able to have a skill set that was useful.
Yeah.
And I get a lot of joy in helping people, and when you can help your best mate tick off a bucket list thing, then
yeah, I feel like
that's
it's
pretty special.
I do feel like it's been a real springboard too. Like it's shown me, I'm like, oh yeah, you just need to line something up and keep going.
Yep.
Yeah, which is bloody exciting. Yeah,
It's cool.
yeah,
Gold Coast.
I reckon.